My name is Kit Killingsworth and I am a bubble lady. And today we're going to be doing the bubble challenge. Are you ready to get messy with me? Great, let's get started. So let me go over what I've got sitting with me here. This is bubble solution. If you have some pre-made bubble solution, that's great. If not, you can go online, check out some of the recipes on the PDF for the bubble challenge and make your own, right? So I've got about 4 cups of bubble solution here. What else do I have? A plastic plate. Plastic's better. I've got some fuzzy sticks, pipe cleaners, got some yarn. I have straws in various sizes. Got some fat ones and some skinny ones. This is a shampoo bottle. I used my resources wisely and found an old bottle and just cut the bottom off just like this. Rubber band, washcloth, and I also have a towel for any messes that may happen. I do have my table covered in a plastic tablecloth here. That'll just protect in case any bubble spills happen, and bubble spills happen. The good thing is they're mostly made of soap, so they don't make a big mess. I am also in my kitchen so that if there are any bubbles that hit the ground, it won't make a big mess. Okay, you ready to get started? Let's go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is try to make a bubble using a fuzzy stick or a pipe cleaner. They're called fuzzy sticks if you buy them at Walmart. All right, so what should we do to this to make a bubble? Pause now and see what you can do to make a bubble with this fuzzy stick, okay? Did you do it? Did it work? Well, I'll show you how I use a fuzzy stick to make a bubble, okay? So fuzzy sticks are really great because they have all this hair on them. And the hair makes them really great for sticking onto bubble solution. So what we've got to do is make a closed shape, right? So that's not going to hold a bubble, but you know what will? This. I'm going to twist the ends together. And I've made a bubble wand. Let's make it a little more fun though. How about we make it a heart and make it a love bubble? Let's see if it works. That made some really great bubbles. It's still going. Whoa. That was awesome. All right, what should we use next? Okay, let's get our plate and let's get our straw, okay? So the important thing to remember about making bubbles is that wet things do not pop bubbles and dry things do. So when it touches something dry, like your head or your face or the floor, it goes boop and pops. But if the surface is wet, it won't break the surface tension of the bubble and it won't pop it. So I'm gonna stick my whole plate into my bubble solution right here so the whole thing's really wet. We're gonna stick our straw in and see if we can make a lunch of bubbles. Whoa, that made a big one. Pretty cool. All right, you try. Try it with your fat straw, your skinny straw, see which ones work better. Pause here and then come back and show me your bubbles. Did it work? All right, let's add another bubble. I'm gonna put a bubble inside a bubble, all right? So I'm gonna make sure that I dip my straw in really far. Not so far that you get bubble juice in your mouth because it doesn't taste good. But really far so that if you put your straw inside the bubble, it doesn't pop. I got a bubble inside a bubble and now they joined walls. Look at that. Now we're gonna try to let this bubble free from lunch. Ready? Let's do another one. Ooh. He's just sitting on my washcloth. Look at that. All right, let's move on to something else. Okay. How about our yarn? All right, so we're gonna try to make a bubble with this piece of yarn. what do we know that we need to do, right? So we need a closed shape to make a bubble. So we're gonna tie it together. That's right. All right, now I'm gonna pause here and you guys see if you can make a bubble with your yarn, okay? Come right back when you're done. Did you do it? All right, let me show you how I do it with mine. So I'm gonna get the whole yarn really wet and my hands, because if my hands are dry, it'll pop our yarn bubble. All right, you ready? Whoop, we're gonna try again. Persistence. All right, here we go. Goodness gracious. That's okay. 2 bubble pops. Whoa, that was a big one. We made yarn bubbles. See if we can do it like this. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, serious bubble challenge time. You ready? All right, so we're gonna hold up, I'm gonna hold up 3 items and I want you guys to put them together to see what you can do to make a bubble with this. Or, hint, hint, make a lot of bubbles with this, okay? So I've got my rubber band, my washcloth, and a bottle with no bottom on it. See how I've got the bottom out? How can you put these 3 things together to make some bubbles? Pause here and come back in a few and let me see what you did. Okay, you guys ready to see? All right, so I'm gonna take my bottle with the open bottom side up, all right? Then I'm gonna put my washcloth over it. I'm gonna use my rubber band to hold it on. Do you think this will make a bubble? I'll show you how. Actually, what this is gonna make is called a bubble snake or a bubble tower. The bubble solution will push through all the teeny tiny holes in the washcloth and make thousands of teeny tiny bubbles all stuck together. Are you ready to see? All right, here we go. I'm gonna soak it in my solution really well first. And then we're gonna blow in this end and it's gonna make a lot of bubbles. You ready to see? Okay. Whoa. Look at all those teeny tiny bubbles stuck together. Now, let me show you my favorite thing to do with this. Even though we live in Alabama and it's May and it's hot outside, check this out. Alabama snowstorm. That works pretty good, huh? Now there's snow bubbles all over my table. All right. One last fun thing for the bubble challenge. This is using a tool that I bet every single one of you has with you right now. They're on the end of each of your arms. What do you think they might be? Your hands. Let's see if you can use your hands to make a bubble. Now remember, make sure that both your hands are completely wet. Otherwise, the dry parts will pop the bubbles, okay? Give it a try. Does it work? Well, here's how I do mine. So I'm gonna make an okay symbol, just like that. Dip the whole thing in. Bubbles. Those are my right-handed bubbles. Here are my left-handed bubbles. How about some two-handed bubbles? Look at that. Look at my closed shape. Whoa. Ooh, I made a big one. Let's see if we can make a whole bunch at once. Very cool. Let's see if we can do a really big one. Ready? Whoa, it's a tall bubble. Oh, it pops. Let's do one more. Whoa, Oh, tall bubble. Wiggle, wiggle. And see, I can hold this bubble in my hands because both my hands are very, very wet. Well, hey guys, I hope you had a fun time making bubbles with me today. I had a fun time with you. I hope you go off this afternoon and make a whole bunch more bubbles. Thanks so much for joining me.